how important it is for us to touch our suffering, to reconnect with the earth, to reconnect with ourselves.
Hmm. Well, I think suffering gives us a way to connect with what is really going on. The one, the, the goodness of suffering, if you like, because we often feel it's something bad, something to be avoided, is that there is something very in the suffering that we can find our connection. And in fact, we have the way of the metaphor of no mud, no lotus, to say that we need the mud to make the lotus. We don't just need mud to make a lotus or earth to make a flower, but we need sunshine and rain, many, many things. And suffering, in this case, like the mud, and the beautiful lotus is like the insight and the happiness that can come from that. It's one of the ingredients we need to really understand and be able to be in deep connection with life, because it can be a way for us to. It is a way for us to find ourselves again. If suffering is part of life, and so if we try to avoid the suffering and we don't know how to handle it, then we end up with very limited places we can be. And very quickly we find ourselves in with very small possibilities, because we deny ourselves the possibility that actually suffering can just be part of life and we don't have to be afraid of it. And in fact, we can make good use of it to help us understand more deeply ourselves and other people. If you have a big suffering, one of the first things you can do, one of the first things I do, is I remind myself that I'm not alone in my suffering, and if I have this particular kind of suffering, be it even despair or jealousy or anxiety, or it can be anger, I'm not alone in that. There must be many people with this particular type of suffering in the world. So in experiencing the suffering in that, I am connecting myself with these people in compassion. I feel, now compassion is possible because I understand what they're going through with their problem, with their kind of suffering. That already brings me some sense of purpose, some sense of that my suffering is not so isolating, because often the feeling of suffering is it makes you isolated, but in fact you feel actually more in connection with things when you embrace and allow your suffering to be there, and allow yourself to say, this suffering is my suffering, and it's also other people's suffering. And it turns out that it is exactly by turning towards, accepting, and not being afraid of our suffering, but allowing it to be there, to have the capacity to be present with what our suffering, it is exactly in doing that that the suffering can transform, because there is a natural process by which we can re-establish a balance, and we can come back into connection with our happiness, and grow that happiness from this suffering by accepting it